Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about the trial that is taking place between Israel and South Africa in The Hague regarding the claim that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. The jury consists of a total of 15 judges from different countries, while at least 5 of whom are distinctly anti-Israeli. The trial began on Thursday, January 11, in which arguments were made by South Africa against Israel. During the trial, South Africa didn't refer at all to the actions of Hamas members from October 7 and their cynical use of public and private places such as hospitals, kindergartens, and residential buildings. What South Africa made sure to emphasize during the trial is the destruction that Israel brought to Gaza when it disconnected from the facts on the ground. Some of the arguments presented by South Africa were that Israel has maintained the siege in Gaza since 2004 and controlled the infrastructure in Gaza and its borders. How does it make sense if the Gaza Strip hasn't been under our control since 2005? In addition, South Africa claims that Israel is blocking the arrival of humanitarian equipment, including food and medicine, to the Gaza Strip during the war. They presented the same claim in 2 different titles in order to manipulate the jury. The headlines they used are 80% of the people who are suffering from hunger around the world are in Gaza. Also in this headline, Israel is blocking the delivery of life-saving aid, including medical kits for the birth of babies. Needless to say, everything that was said here is also incorrect. Because since October 21st, Israel began to introduce humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip, while the amount of which only increased as the time went by. Moreover, South Africa claimed that the bodies of children in Gaza were being eaten by animals. This title is also intended to manipulate the jury for 3 reasons. First, there are 16 to 17 years old children who are themselves terrorists, and some of them were part of the terrible massacre that happened on October 7, and that is why Israel killed them. Second, the Palestinian Ministry of Health receives a report on the death toll from Hamas members themselves, so the reliability of the reports is disputed, especially after much evidence were received that Hamas fakes victims with the help of the camera crew. Third, Hamas uses its citizens as human shields by preventing them from evacuating the war zone after the IDF warns the citizen to evacuate their homes. This creates a situation where Hamas itself causes the death of civilians, including children, so that he can say that Israel did it. So now we will move on to the icing in the cake. The video clips that South Africa relied on to present the arguments. They told the jury statements made by the members of the Knesset in Israel, calls for destruction of Gaza made by singers in Israel, then celebration by the IDF soldiers, and the like. All this to show that there was a declaration of intent on the part of Israel to commit genocide in Gaza. Regarding those people who spoke out cruelly against the Palestinians, they are not part of the decision makers in Israel. Therefore, it doesn't indicate what is actually happening in the field. The same goes for the soldiers who danced. It is impossible to associate their dance with the joy of what is happening in Gaza. They themselves experienced difficult incidents, including the death of close friends. The dances were their way to forget just for a moment what they gone through during the war. Nevertheless, our fighters are also human beings who want to experience some moments of joy. So these were the main arguments of South Africa against Israel. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. I see you again in the next one.